one can become liberated and go back to Godhead in this lifetime. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is practical and authorized. And one can also test himself to see how he is advancing simply by chanting the holy names of the Lord. This Krishna consciousness movement is not something new, something that we have introduced or manufactured. It is authorized on the Vedic principles, authorized by acharyas like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and others. And the method is very simple. There is no loss. We are not charging anything. We are not asking for fees and giving the people some secret mantra and promising them that within 6 months they will become God. No. This is open for everyone. Children, women, girls, boys, old people, new people. Everyone can chant and see the results. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You have a question? Go ahead.
Yes, it is on. Yeah, thank you, Maharaj, for sharing that wonderful statement. You mentioned that just by chanting Hare Krishna, we can be going to the spiritual world. So my question, Maharaj, is like, we are chanting for maybe 2 hours every day, but what should be our attitude or behavior for rest of the day that is pleasing to Krishna, so that, when we chant, we are chanting with the right attitude and mood?
The right attitude is to always chant Hare Krishna. Whether you're at home, whether you're at work, or whether you're in the temple, or whether you're driving your car, you should always be chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. You might not chant it that loudly in class or at work, but you should always have that Hare Krishna Maha Mantra on your lips, and just loud enough to hear in your ear or ears. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That means that you are Krishnized. You have so much love for Krishna, you can't stop chanting his holy names. That means that you are on the fast track to go back to Godhead, because you can't stop chanting Hare Krishna. And that's a wonderful thing. Yes, Prabhu. If you can do it, that means everyone can do it. Why not? Yes, of course. Okay, so to work very hard and satisfy oneself by sense gratification is the business of hogs, meaning pigs, not human beings. The human being should learn tapasya, especially in India. So many great sages, so many great kings, and so many brahmacharis and sannyasis have passed their lives in great tapasya in order not to further their sleep. Lord Buddha was a prince who gave up everything and engaged himself in tapasya. This is life. When King Bharata, under whose name India was named, Bharatavarsa, was 24 years old. He gave up his kingdom, his young wife, and young children, and went away for tapasya. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was only 24, he gave up his young wife, mother, everything. There are many, many examples. India is the land of tapasya, but we are forgetting that. Now, we are making it the land of technology. Yeah, it's true. Previously, it was the land of tapasya, but now it's become the land of technology. India is the land of tapasya, but we are forgetting that. Now we are making it the land of technology. It is surprising that India is now no longer propagating this tapasya, for India is the land of dharma, dharma kshetra kuru kshetre. But it is not only in India, everywhere in this age of iron. Everything is degraded. Degraded in this sense. Prayanal payasusa sabya kalav asmin yuge jnana. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.10. In this age of Kali, the duration of life is diminished, and men are not moved to understand self-realization. And if they are invariably misled by so many deceitful leaders. The age is very corrupt. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's process of chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is the best and the simplest methods. In this age of Kali, there is no other religion than glorifying the Lord by the utterance of His holy name. And that is the instruction of all the revealed scriptures. There's no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. This verse appears in the Brihan Naradiya Purana. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, 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 Gatiranyata. Simply chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There is no other alternative. Kalo Nasti, Eva Nasti, Eva Nasti, Eva Gatir Anyata. In this age of Kali, there is no other alternative for self-realization. So, we have to accept it. There is a similar verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam in the 12th canto, 3rd chapter. Parikshit Maharaj was informed by Sukadeva Goswami of the faults of this age. And now, all the symptoms of the age of Kali are apparent. In the conclusive portion, however, Sukadeva Goswami said, Kaler dosa nide rajan astihi eka mahan guna. My dear king, this age of Kali is full of faulty things, but there is one great opportunity. What is that? Kirtanad eva krishnasya mukta sangha param rajet. Simply by chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, one can become liberated and go back to Godhead. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is practical and authorized, and one can also test himself to see how he is advancing simply by chanting. This Krishna consciousness movement is not something new, something that we have introduced or manufactured. It is authorized on the Vedic principles, authorized by acharyas like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and others. And the method is very simple. There is no loss. We are not charging anything. We are not asking for fees and giving the people some secret mantra and promising them that within 6 months they will become God. No, This is open for everyone: children, women, girls, boys, old people. Everyone can chant and see the results. And to further the end, we not only are establishing New Vrindavana, our farm project in West Virginia, but we also have a farm project here in Seattle. Haribol. But are establishing other spiritual communities such as New Navadvipa and New Jagannath Puri. We have already started New Jagannatha Puri in San Francisco, and the Rath Yatra festival is going on. This year, there will be a great ceremony of Rath Yatra in London also. There will be 3 cars for Jagannatha, Subhadra, and Balarama, and they will be taken to the river Thames. And America has imported New England and America has imported New England and New York. So why not New Vrindavana? We should especially establish the New Vrindavana because Lord Chaitanya recommended Aradhya Bhagavan Prajesa Tanayas Tad Dharma Vrindavanam. Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj in Vrindavana Dhamma, or Vrajabhumi, is the supreme worshipable deity, and his place, Vrindavana, is also worshipable. The Western boys and girls are taking to Krishna consciousness, and they should have a place like Vrindavana. Swami Kirtananda, who went to Vrindavana with me 2 years ago, knows that Vrindavana is like. So I have instructed him to construct at least 7 temples in Vrindavana. In Vrindavana, there are 5,000 temples of Radha Krishna, but the most important temples are 7, established by the Goswamis. Our program is to live in New Vrindavana, depend on agriculture and cows as an economic solution, and peacefully execute Krishna consciousness. Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is the Vrindavana scheme. Yuktahara Viharasya, Yoga Bhavati Dukha. Bhagavad Gita 6.17. This human form of life isn't meant for increasing artificial needs. We should be satisfied just to maintain the body and soul together, and the rest of the time we should enhance our Krishna consciousness so that after leaving this body we won't have to take another material birth, but we'll be able to go back home, back to Godhead. That should be the motto of human life. Go back home, back to Godhead. Haribol. Material life means eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. And spiritual life means something more than this. This is also the difference between animal life and human life. In animal life, the common formula is eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. A dog eats, a man also eats. A man sleeps, and a dog also sleeps. A man has sex life, and a dog also has sex life. The dog defends in his own way, and man also defends in his own way, maybe by atomic bombs. These 4 principles are common to human beings and animals. An advancement of these 4 principles is not human civilization, but animal civilization. Human civilization means Ato Brahma Jigyasa. In the Vedanta Sutra, the first aphorism is Ato Brahma Jigyasa. Now is the time for inquiry about Brahman. Brahman means the supreme absolute truth, or Krishna. That is human life. As long as one is not spiritually inquisitive, jignasa shreya uttamam, he is an animal because he lives according to the four principles. That's all. He must, meaning eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, four principles. As long as one is not spiritually inquisitive, jigyasu shreya uttamam, he is an animal because he lives according to these four principles. That's all. He must be inquisitive to know what he is and why he is put into these into these miseries of birth, death, old age, and disease. Is there any remedy? These matters should be questioned. That is human life. That is spiritual life. Spiritual life means human life, and material life means animal life. That's all. We have to make the adjustments that are recommended in the Bhagavad Gita. Yuktahara viharasya. For instance, because I am going to be a spiritual man does not mean that I shall give up eating. Rather, my eating should be adjusted. The Bhagavad Gita describes what class of food is first class in goodness, and what class of food is in passion, and third class in ignorance. We have to raise ourselves to the sattvic goodness platform of human civilization. Then revive our transcendental consciousness or Krishna consciousness. Everything is there in the Shastras. Unfortunately, we do not consult them. How many people read the Shastras? Raise your hands. Okay, 1, 2. Ladies don't read Shastra. 3, 4, okay. Okay, so material life means eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. And spiritual life means something more than this. So what is more than eating, sleeping, mating, and defending? To know Krishna and surrender to Krishna. Surrendering to Krishna is the best thing we can do in this life. That way, Krishna will always protect you. He'll give you knowledge. He'll make sure that you will not make foolish acts in this life. He will always help to keep you on the right track to go back to Godhead. But we have to surrender. That is the hardest thing to do for materialistic people. They don't want to surrender. They want to be the boss. They want to be God. They want to be the number one, and everybody else is 2, 3, 4, 5. However, the devotee realizes that without surrendering to Krishna, he will never, or she will never, make real spiritual advancement. So we have to take that major step, and it is a very major step. People don't like to surrender to someone, but we're not just surrendering to anyone. We're surrendering to Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's what we have to understand. In other words, everybody surrenders to someone or something. But when you surrender to Krishna, that is the best surrender. If you surrender to anything else, you will be misled. And you will realize that you have been misled, but after a long period of time. But when you surrender to Krishna, more and more you realize that you made the best decision that you could have ever made. Surrendering to Krishna means all your problems will go away, and Krishna guarantees to protect you. Therefore, surrendering to Krishna is actually being liberated by Krishna. If you surrender to someone else, like say you surrender to Trump, what will you achieve by surrendering to Trump? Nothing. nothing spiritual, right? Yeah, you might become a politician or something like that, but you're not going to have any spiritual, let's say, epiphany by surrendering to Trump. However, if you surrender to Krishna, you have a full gamut of spiritual life, chanting, dancing, and feasting, and glorifying Krishna for the rest of your life. That's much better than surrendering to Trump. Trump is not going to give you a spiritual life. But when you surrender to Krishna, you have a complete spiritual life. You are liberated. And if you're seriously following the rules and regulations of Krishna consciousness, especially chanting your rounds every day and eating only Krishna prasadam and so forth, you'll go back to Godhead. Then there's no problems anymore. If you go back to Godhead, there's no more birth, death, old age, and disease. There's eternal life. And you'll be associating with other great, wonderful devotees who have made the same, let's say, decision to surrender completely to Krishna and engage in devotional service. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Are there any questions anyone would like to ask? And don't be afraid to ask a question. Without questioning, you'll never understand anything. But if you ask a question, you will learn something. So I'm going to close my eyes for about 3 seconds and see if anybody has their hand up. 1, 2, 3. Any questions? You've got to have a question. Come on. You're not going to learn anything if you don't have a question.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Yes, Prabhu.
Like you mentioned, surrender is the most important. So for
And
us,
most difficult.
difficult. Yeah. For us grahastas, how, when we say surrender, apart from chanting, what else can we do to fully surrender unto Krishna?
What else can we do? What do you mean? When you say surrender,
Yeah, what all is included? What all should we do to fully surrender?
to
unto
fully
Krishna?
surrender, yeah. You have to very strictly follow the rules and regulations of Krishna consciousness. That means that you're fully surrendered. No meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication. Always chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Eat only Krishna prasadam cooked by genuine devotees, right? One time I did a program in one lady's house, and after the program was over, she said, Prabhuji, please come, we're going to have prasadam. I said, okay, but can I ask you a question? She said, what is it? Did you cook the prasadam? She said, no. I said, who cooked the prasadam? Oh, I got it from the Taj Mahal, what do you call it? Taj Mahal Company. I said, really? Do you know the name of the cook? He said, by the way, I do. I said, what's the name of the cook? Ahmed. I said, oh, well, I can't eat that prasadam from Ahmed because it's not prasadam. Ahmed doesn't know what prasadam is. At least she was honest. I said, but anyway, thank you very much for inviting me to have some prasadam, but I'm going to invite you to come with me to the temple, and then we'll eat prasadam. And then I went, and she came with me, and we had nice prasadam. But it was not cooked by Ahmed. So people don't know. I mean, Hindus, they don't know anything. Not all, but many, many people don't know anything about their own religion, which is unbelievable. They haven't been educated. They've been, by the way, and you have to understand why they're not being educated. Because all the education given in India is about Muslims. You learn about this Muslim, that Muslim. That's been the curriculum in the schools. Am I right or wrong? Yeah. They don't say anything about Krishna. They're always talking about this Muslim and that Muslim, right? That's how sad it is to be educated in India. But if you're educated in Krishna consciousness, then you will learn who is Krishna, and you won't be bereft of genuine knowledge of how to prepare yourself to go back to the spiritual world, which is the real purpose of human life. That real purpose can be achieved rather easily simply by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, associating with genuine devotees who are also chanting Hare Krishna, eating only Krishna prasadam, regularly coming to the programs in the temple and coming with us on Harinam Sankirtan and eating only Krishna prasadam cooked by genuine devotees. We don't have Ahmed making prasadam. We have our nice devotee ladies and men that are cooking very nice prasadam and offering it to Krishna before it is given for prasad. So therefore, it's a very, very, very special thing to have a temple where every day you can have genuine Krishna prasadam. It's a very, very wonderful thing. And of course, you can learn to transform your food into prasadam by following the rules and regulations of Krishna consciousness. This means that you have been blessed, and now you know how to have a spiritual life, eating only Krishna prasadam and associating with genuine devotees who are not nonsense people. They're serious people about having a spiritual life, always worshiping Krishna and helping others to try and understand who Krishna is. Okay, so any questions? Any questions or comments anybody has? Does Radhika have a question? She's sitting there with her. She's moving her big ears. I think she's trying to hear if someone's asking a question. Yes, Prabhu.
Regarding the last statement which you have mentioned,
Yeah.
always associating only with the devotees, always associating with only devotees every now and then. So, in practical scenarios, it might not be possible, Maharaj. Like, we have to talk with the different people which may not be the devotees. Like, how do we handle in those scenarios? How to make sure our conscious...
So let's understand what it means by associating with. You can have a job, and on your job, let's say there are no real devotees. So you can work with your co-workers, but you don't have to sit down with them at lunch and watch them eat meat and and hear their latest car or their latest vacation or things like that, right? But you can work in a company and do the work with your co-workers, right? But not be involved in the low-class, things that they talk about. And if you're lucky, there'll be other devotees like you in your job. You can associate with them. Right? So we don't have anything against anyone, but we don't want to associate too much with people who are not really interested in Krishna and who will always talk about mundane things, what vacation they're going to take, and other, mundane topics of their life. We want to associate with devotees, and that's why we have a temple. This temple, we don't talk about nonsense things. We only talk about Krishna. Do you hear any other subjects here? No, there's only one subject here, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Right? We're not talking about how to make money or how to take a vacation, this thing, that thing. No. We're talking about one thing all the time, all about Krishna. The more you know about Krishna, the more you are free from all miseries in life. The less you hear about Krishna, the more you become susceptible to be influenced by the miseries of life. So we should be serious about hearing about Krishna every day. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Are there any other questions? Any other questions that anyone would like to ask? Because if you don't ask a question, you don't learn anything. But if you ask a question, you might learn something. And there's so much to learn, so much to learn. There's so many things we don't know. Therefore, we should ask questions. Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavad Pranam Jai Shri Prabhupada. So my question is that in my family relatives, they are devotee but not a focus on the Krishna conscience like that. So if any marriage function of our cousin sister, cousin brothers, they invite us, so we are not interested to go there because we miss the Krishna there and will not find the Krishna there. And if they sit together, then they want to do, they expect from me I do fun like earlier as I do. And they are very shocked what am I doing, why I am doing in this things. So we should go on that functions, parties or not? If we go there, then how to manage there? This is the
No,
question.
you should invite them to your house to have prasadam and to hear something about Krishna. Don't go to their parties or to their, let's say, different programs or whatever. But you can invite them to your house, cook very nice prasadam, speak very nicely, and be very, very, let's say, respectful for your relatives or friends, but avoid going to their programs because they're going to just waste your time hearing all mundane things, nothing about Krishna. You see, that's their perfection. They've learned not to say anything about Krishna. But you can invite them, these people, these relatives or friends, and you don't have to talk about Krishna. You just invite them to have nice prasadam, and then little by little they'll start asking you questions about Krishna. Then you can talk about Krishna. Don't force it on them. But if you make very nice prasadam, they'll want to come back more times, and eventually they'll ask you, oh, how come you're involved in this Hare Krishna nonsense? And you'll say, well, I don't think it's really nonsense. I like it very much. And then you can talk about Krishna then. Haribol. Okay, any other questions? There should be many questions. Any other questions? Going once? Going twice. Going 3 times. Gaura Premanandi Haribol. Thank you very much, my dear devotees. We will adjourn right now and pick it up again tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Oh, I forgot to say something to Radhika. Hare Krishna, Radhika, how are you? She's a wonderful cow, best cow in the whole world. And she just sits down like that. It's very, very, everybody can pet her. She's not afraid of anything. It's a wonderful cow. Huh? She makes us what? Afraid?
Yeah.
Why? How does she make us afraid?
She's just a moody cow.
She's not a moody cow. She's a very affectionate cow. Your son like grabs her around her neck and hugs her. So it's yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, my dear devotees. Chant Hare Krishna and be
Krishna,
happy.
Krishna,
All
Krishna.
glories to Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Okay, there's one thing I want to say. I didn't say. But in my very nice book here, The Science of Self-Realization, it says, the devotee must be inquisitive to know what he is and why he is put into these miseries of birth, death, old age, and disease. Is there any remedy? These matters should be questioned. That is human life. That is spiritual life. Spiritual life means human life, and material life means animal life. That's all. We have to make the adjustments that are recommended in the Bhagavad Gita. Yuktahara viharasya. For instance, because I am going to be a spiritual man does not mean that I shall give up eating. Rather, my eating should be adjusted. The Bhagavad Gita describes what class of food is first class, in goodness, and what class of food is in passion, and third class, ignorance. We have to raise ourselves to the sattvic goodness platform of human civilization, then revive our transcendental consciousness or Krishna consciousness. Everything is there in the Shastras. Unfortunately, we do not consult the Shastras. Evam prasana manaso bhagavat bhakti viyogata bhagavat tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.20. Unless one is liberated from the clutches of these 3 modes of material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance, one cannot understand God. Prasana manasa. One must be a Brahman realized soul. Brahma bhuta prasanatma na sochati na kankshati. Bhagavad Gita 1854. These injunctions are there, so one should take advantage of these shastras and preach. Let me read that again. It's very important. It says, one should take advantage of these shastras and preach. That is the responsibility of intelligent men. The mass of people know that God is great, but they do not know how great God actually is. That we will find in the Vedic literature. That is our duty in this iron age. That is Harir Kirtana, Param Vijayate, Shri Krishna Sankirtanam, glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So, as devotees, we should be very, very proactive in helping other people understand who Krishna is and how to please Krishna, and also to give up all bad habits, meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, intoxication, and focusing on only Krishna Prasadam, and always hearing lectures given by genuine devotees, and always having, let's say, always hearing lectures by genuine devotees, having only Krishna Prasadam, and always being involved in devotional service. Very important to have involvement in devotional service. Then you make tangible spiritual advancement. Hare Krishna. Okay, I'll end up right there, unless you have a question. Yes, Prabhu.
I heard that 5,000 years ago, only several people knows who Krishna is. But
What is that? What? 5,000 years
ago, only several people really know who Krishna is.
7 people?
Several.
Several.
Some people, not all.
Yeah.
But others think that he is just a powerful king. So now it's a situation similar.
Not really. Now Srila Prabhupada came and he's taught thousands of people who Krishna is.
Yeah, now it's even better.
Yeah. You see how powerful Prabhupada is. And because of Prabhupada, still people are learning all the time more and more about Krishna. Haribol. Any other questions or comments? Okay, thank you very much. Please chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and be happy. And always chant the holy names of the Lord. See how beautiful the deities are. My God, they're gorgeous. That's for Christmas?
You're decorating tonight.
You're going to decorate tonight? Jai Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Vistaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami. Namaste Saraswati Devi Guruvani Pracharya. Nirvisesha Shanivani Kasta Krishna Gaura Premanande Haribo Haribo.